Hey there everybody, this is the second day I'm doing this now. Next thing I wanted to show you what I did with this part. Okay, right here, here, and here. And the same thing goes for the bottom. I did that. I screwed these in. I made them evenly spaced from here, and here. This part right here is most likely not even. Although it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah? Anyway. What you wanted to do is, this is extra support for the tank, because it's just not going to be resting on the edges. Ow. Freaking splinter. You want it to rest on these as well, to give it support and strength. And what I did is, before I put this top on and screwed it in, I screwed in each one of these individually, except for those on the bottom. That was already screwed in, so I just kind of put them in there. That's going to be the bottom. Anyway, so I did that, then I put it in, and then I screwed in each one of these individually. And the way I screwed it in was, I put 4 in it right here, and 2 over here. Or I mean 1 over here, well, 1 right here, and 1 over here. So, what it's going to do is, well, having more screws is obviously going to put more pressure, going to take more pressure away from everywhere else, because it'll be a stronger support. So, you never can be too sure, and it's, it's better safe than sorry. Anyway, this thing would probably hold, like, I'm not going to kid you guys, it could probably hold about over 1,000 pounds easy if you put it on top of it. It's very structurally sound because of the way I braced it over here and over there. I actually took a level to it and the entire top's even. Although I could be wrong because what I'm standing on right here could be flat. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You'll probably have an uneven surface anyway, because in your house, most of the time, the floor is never perfectly even. Something's always a little bit off. Like in my room, the whole thing sinks back an extra inch to the right, but not really noticeable. Okay, next thing I'm going to show you guys would be the paneling. I haven't done that yet. Oh, maybe the shelf too. So, till next update. Here we go. This is like day 3 of the project. Hopefully going to finish it today. I had it yesterday, but kind of ran into a little trouble. I had to find some supplies, go get more, and I was very limited because I started working on this a little bit late. But anyway, yesterday wasn't for naught because I screwed in these pieces right here. Keep it simple. Putting the bottom ones first. I put 2 screws in on each side. Did that all the way along. And then the top part. Before I screwed the actual frame part in, this part itself, I screwed these in over here. And I did the same exact thing, where I just kind of pushed them all the way up here, screwed them in on the back and sides, and then I did that. I made sure they were evenly spaced apart. Same thing goes over here. I actually did this. I screwed it into this piece, and this piece gives more support because this is going to be the top. So it doesn't hurt to have a bunch of screws in there, as long as it's not going to split the wood and do any damage to it. It's just going to make it more structurally sound and put more pressure elsewhere and make your, structure a little more supportive and stronger. So anyway, this is, this is it. I'll get back to you when I put the shelf in. Here we go. Almost forgot to show you what I did before I started moving on. Kind of did. I got the shelf finally. What the fuck is this making me... don't mind this. Alright, here we go. Got the shelf finally in. Yeah, not the best job, but honestly, it was a lot of... It's a pain in the butt, because the dimensions are not perfect, because this is rough lumber, so they're rounded edges, and it's, not always exact, but that's like what you're going to do. That's what you're going to get with woods most of the time, but you can still make it look nice. I've been working on this whole shelf thing for an entire, day and a half now, so... yeah, I decided to, just basically put it in there, because when you're looking at it, you're really not going to notice anything else. I'm going to make it look nice. I'm going to have some finish all over the stain, and it's just going to hide most of the imperfections I have on here. Otherwise, look, you're looking at this thing. Can you really even tell? No. And what we got over here is, a screw. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. I'm just not going to bother with those. I could drill them in more, but it's... when you've been working on this thing for as long as I have, you're kind of just saying it's done. I don't care. So anyway, I measured 17 inches up, and I'm going to have the shelf 17 inches up, which is going to give room for the 13 tall part of the 20 long, and then a couple inches for the light fixture, and I can reach my hand over and turn things off and on, and just get some moving space around, because I'm gonna be pulling implants in and out of this. So yeah, I did that on this side brace. I put it in. The cut was annoying. I found the tool my dad had that made it easier for me to do this. And the next thing I did was I put on the top here. I went, and if you want to get paneling, don't cut it yourself. Tell them at Lowe's to cut it for you, because it's a million times easier. They have the tools. Anyway, alright, I'll give you the next update when I have all the framing done. Or not the framing, paneling. Alright everybody, it's all done, framed and paneled and that whole process. Yeah, suggest that you use this tool if you needed to cut any kind of plywood. See, I'll get a close-up on it. That blade makes it really easy. You also want a little finer blade with smaller teeth. I didn't have any, so I had to make do. I'm trying to keep this as cost effective as I can. Anyway, yeah, so I was able to I really can't see the lights too much for the camera, but anyway, add the last panel to it, and the side panels too as well. Alright, almost fell there. So anyway, I was thinking about hotting up those edges by getting some type of corner stuff and everything, like corner molding or whatever. So I'm going to go to Lowe's right now and pick that up.